The television network Al Jazeera has been accused on many occasions for being a mouthpiece for various Islamic jihadists. Setting that aside, they have a viewership, and it's pretty large. They have viewers all over North Africa, in the Middle East. They even have outlets in Western countries. They recently did a poll on their website, and here's the question. Do you support the organizing victories of the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria? 81% of the people who responded said yes. 81%. Now, so that you understand, this is not a scientific poll, all right? This is not people being called on the phone and having a random sampling. It's like if you're a fan of Fox News and you go to the Fox News website and there might be a polling question there. There's always going to be a little disclaimer at the bottom saying this is not a scientific poll. But what it is a poll showing what people think who are viewers of a certain network, all right? Al Jazeera boasts of millions of viewers. And the people that are watching Al Jazeera, which broadcasts in Arabic and is diehard pro-Muslim, those viewers are of a certain bent intellectually, religiously, theologically. And what does that mean? It means that they support what we would call acts of terror. Now, ISIS has as its goal the same thing that the Muslim Brotherhood has as its goal, namely the restoration of the caliphate, to have a caliph, and for there to be one people, one ummah. These are both what you would call bedrock principles of Islam. It would have been inconceivable in the mind of a Muslim theologian 100 or 200 or 300 or 400 years ago, inconceivable that there would be anything but one people and a caliph. By the way, the word caliph is an Arabic word, khalifa, which means successor, okay? So for those of you who are Roman Catholic, or for those of you who have studied enough of the Catholic Church to understand, what the Pope is the successor of the Petrine chair, Peter's office, okay? The successor of Peter. Imagine some outside force trying to say there's no longer a Pope. It's inconceivable. It's inconceivable. So what the Allied forces did after World War I is they broke up the Ottoman Empire, which was the Ummah, okay? But shortly after that, Kemal Ataturk, who was the leader of Turkey, abolished the caliphate, abolished the successor. There had been a successor for 1,400 years. And then he said, not anymore, there's not. Or 1,300 years. We're done. We're done. So shortly after that, the Muslim Brotherhood was born with the express purpose of restoring the caliphate and restoring one people. Because the Allied forces had carved up the Ottoman Empire and created these new nation states. The map did not look like it looks now, many years ago. What that means for us on a day-to-day level perhaps could be better reflected by a poll that was taken last year in France. That poll, which was a true scientific poll, found that 16% of French people supported ISIS. Another poll done in England, 7% of the Brits supported ISIS. You mean good old English boys who are eating fish and chips support ISIS? And French wine tasters and cooks and chefs are embracing ISIS? No. It is a reflection of the demographic of their country. It is a reflection of the strength of Islam and the mosques and the imams and Islamic ideology that exists in France and England. So the takeaway lesson here for us is, number one, that a devout Muslim knows that there is supposed to be a caliph. A devout Muslim knows that there is supposed to be one ummah, one people, one body politic. And a devout Muslim is prepared to support the deeds, the brutal, horrific deeds that ISIS is committing to achieve those ends. I'll be right back. Do you want to get America out of the hands of wicked and unjust men and women who are destroying the republic before our eyes, and put leadership back into the hands of righteous men and women so that we don't die as a nation? Well, you're talking about social revolution, and there are rules in social revolution. We can look at the victorious social revolutions of the past, such as the end of slavery, the end of child labor, women's voting rights, the end of segregation, and so much more, and learn from their victories. Look at their actions, their images, their rhetoric, their sacrifices, and their final fruit. We will send you this series that originally cost $129, 7 books for students, 1 teacher's guide, if you'll give a gift of any size and just pay for shipping and handling. Take advantage of it today.